Hello YouTube, it's Deep Universe, and welcome to the Sinking City. Something a little different. It's what I wanted to do, so we're gonna do it. Yes, we're gonna start back over though I didn't get very far in the first one. Y'all can read this a little bit, because I'm gonna be reading a lot during this game. Jonas Vanderberg. Yeah, I'm saying that right? What do we have around here?
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Most likely, yes. Yeah, that was on the folding camera.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
National Park. Showcasing some coil springs.
Now get out!
Alright, thanks.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes Vanderberg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakland. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Reaching Oakmont is no easy task. Most maps I've found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position, and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure that...
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it. Convenience. Atmosphere, you know?
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon one's style.
I take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for...
You said you know someone who...
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakland. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry,
he
you
just
can't
told
miss
you.
it. Throgmorton tends to...
I'll need a place to...
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you.
Sounds...
Don't judge a...
How do you fill your...
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligent.
So Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around?
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Joanne.
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other people.
Other places? Like
Well,
what?
I'm
You're a
curious.
private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. It's insular. Its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand.
Wow, that's it.
No.
Oh, before you go.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're kind of bizarre. Like a giant octopus. There we go.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is fine. I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. Fight him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about...
Another newcomer with another...
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son,
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help.
what makes you think you...
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway...
Vera, you have a...
Sorry, did you just...
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine.
Alright. I need to know more.
Tane, did you not listen at all? This fisherman supposedly brought him to the house.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside.
You mentioned...
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fen.
As much as...
Find my...
I've said everything I know.
It said head to the beach. I guess I need to head that way for the beach. But I don't know if it'll be necessary.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Hello?
Oh, yeah.
It's okay. I'm Charles.
Oh,
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. But
Who is this?
outsider, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry. Didn't know. I'll leave you to...
Please, detective, sir.
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Choo-choo. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
He definitely was.
Pulp. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Is it because I was in that thing for too long? Got to guess, that's what it was.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here. I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Glenna, Nehri, Glenna, Gebhal, Nugulina, Haft.
What the heck was that?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. So, that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Take this, ape-face.
Alrighty.
What's happening?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Take this, ape-face. Yeah, run!
That's
When
what
Albert
I'd put it
Throgmorton
in.
woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
Let's see what you find.
Yeah. I still hear those voices.
Hmm. Alrighty, what do we have here?
So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots. Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Nope, he was definitely not.
There's something in the pocket.
Lewis, please give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly. With the first snooping about the port, don't worry. I struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady splash and soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything. Double interest.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far. The door.
You budged. Go away. Freaking mimics.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
What's this though? Oh, searchable. No, that's searchable, okay. Let's check up upstairs real quick. And the upstairs is not searchable. Hiding at the Oakland. I can find the bar. Oh.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
No.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier...
Your condolences will not bring... Tell me you know who...
Seems like he was a...
Lewis it is, then.
Turns out you were right.
Yeah. Those bring me that dirtbag Lewis.
Don't know if that was the right thing to do, but it was what I did. What's these numbers for? 1, 2, 3. Let's see, if I were to get to the bar...
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Okay, that means the bar is somewhere near here. Oh, wow, I'm slow.
Oh. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Welcome to Under the King.
I've seen some.
So you met a wild beast newcomer. No one knows they arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to remember, better to...
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
As it happens, I know you owe a debt to Mr. Flynn. Trouble is, I found your note near the dead body of Albert Throgmorton, son of Robert. So, it seems Lewis is in trouble. Might have even come here to hide. But you hand him over, and he won't be back to collect what you owe. Get me?
Rock. That would explain the blood. Fine. If it gets me out of this mess.
So?
He's upstairs. Here's the key. You gotta promise to deal with him.
Smart man. Bye.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Oh, I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like me covered in blood.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. Have mercy, please.
This is not
Perhaps I can offer something to grease you.
It turns out I arrived.
I knew you'd understand.
Yeah, a few extra bullets never hurts. Oh, I may do something a bit different.
What's your problem?
Seven in the chamber, 3 to save. Bit of a lag spark.
Mr. Throg.
What?
You've
seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but
Yeah.
try to avoid them when possible.
You know what?
Just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with you.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. Justice. Bitter.
Mr. Throgmorton.
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, but I digress.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness...
They're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakland after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible. I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source.
Do these cases...
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition...
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. Sleeping...
Oh, words exactly. Should propose the...
You mentioned the flood.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed.
As your expedition...
I do not know.
You think your son was killed?
Is it so hard to...
It does.
Mr. Reed.
What about my...
They will be reimbursed after you complete your... I'll also include a... The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the...
If I'm going to...
I'll give you the address.
That's all you...
Let me be clear.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton.
I am a busy man. I funded the re... When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor.
Yeah, I did get a revolver out of it. It's probably a bit stronger than my gun I'm using. I am curious now. I'm gonna pop my head to the bar.
You want a drink?
He's still here.
The door won't budge.
Well, if he is, he's dead now. Flag no longer stands here. Hmm. Sorry for the weird cut. Let's get back into this.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
I don't know what exactly sunk the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the decks, and my headache. The worst I ever felt. I found myself among the floating seaweeds, drowning. I never had a piece of boat to help me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half-mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins there. Denson? The official said none of what I thought I'd seen was real, but my memory is gone. My strange powers gained after better to prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering. It still haunts me. Oh!
Never again, they say.
All that we see or seem is just a dream within a dream. Huh. Dear Street, I understand you are a private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger. I cannot trust anyone in the city. Please come to my room, which is opposite of yours. I am in desperate despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. Cast my lot, but the 7 books must be saved at any cost. If I'm gone, find my note there. The knowledge must not be lost. This could be our last hope for enlightenment. Please be bearer of this light, for I have failed. Okay. What's this?
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Not gonna lie, I kinda like that one better. Ooh, the wind coat. Day wear? Sorry, I like this one better. Almost. What's this? Raids in the inbounds. The numbers of attacks on the raids by immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying with more and more minors exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead. Police are on the case with several illegal in-and-outers business captured and their owners in jail. The city ought to have been cleansed of those face scum long ago, said Robert Thornton, head of the Thornton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not... Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It seems I found you overexerted, yes. Books in the bank. Tomes in the ruins. Radio tower. Waiting book? Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without paying out, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soils of Vision Harbor. Hanging on the bell's ropes. Okay. Bewitched tomb. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. I had a dream so real it made my hands shake. Huge Ferris wheel rose among the city. Higher before jumping off at the peak. As a pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. I saw a man with a leather bag. He was just standing in the central of the wheel, reading from a book, his awful dirge. Oh wow, okay, that's not creepy at all. Blackwood Manor, in the southern part. Good God. The nightmares. The Yellow King's County. Oh, what's this? It's being stolen from the built by a local surgeon who was found dead in his. Oh, dandy! I have to between Bourbon Road. Bourbon Road. East Powder Road and Oak Street. Well, Oak Street. The Western Reed's Height. Okay, that would help out. Western never eat. Buddha. Oak Street. Somewhere around here. Okay. Grimmy Haven Bay. That's near me, okay. And we might be able to go look for this one. Southern and... Well, would you consider this or something? Whisper Street. There's Webster. Whisper Street. Well, it looks like I could get there if I go take this boat, head down Oak Church Road, down Hollow Hill Inn, down with, keep going down until we can head up to Deep Shore Road. Okay. Western Old Grove. Old Grove, Old Grove. Avenue and St. Beacon. This area? Okay, it's definitely different. Reed Heights. Okay, we're going back to Reed Heights. North of the intersection. So somewhere about right there. Central Salvation Harbor, Old Church Shore, between Wilhelm Street instead. Cross landing. Landing Avenue. That looks like... I don't know if that is ruins. Northern Advert. Forefathers. Okay, forefathers between. That's not really too useful right now. Asher Road and Hubbard Avenue. Oh wait, do those just go away as I do them? Okay, I thought you could place more than one on map. Okay. Wait, aren't I in Salvation Harbor? No, I'm in Coverside. But Salvation Harbor is... No, it's Grimhaven Bay. Oh, so it just depends on the case you're looking at. Okay. So now that yeah, there we go.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
So you dragging things in your room, mind these floors off.
The door won't budge.
What's on the upper floors?
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Are we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Is this on the... Yep. I don't want to sit here and do that right now. No. These aren't creepy at all. No, not at all. Let's keep moving. Oh, this is note about the hobo signs. Use the sign to mark special places that you know already. Kind of like the special signs hobo use all over the countries. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. See the 8 crooked H sign on the doors around the inhabitable. Barricaded. Dangerous place. Good catch there, they say. Spiral shaped signs.
I'm watching you, newcomer.
And if I just shoot you? Wait, can I actually shoot him? I don't want to find out. I'd probably get a commendation from Thunberg. Okay, let's figure out... Let's get back on the right. I kind of want to go do this one first. This is going to be a good goat right there. But, could be worth it. Or it could be a headache. One hits this way. There it goes. Yeah, we're not quite where I want to be yet. Yeah, we'll turn here. If I'm mistaken, we want to go this way. My curiosity's piqued. The boat got pushed away, are you kidding me? Let's go! Where do we want to go? Go one more street down. Barricaded up. Oh, really? It's already been 20 minutes? Alrighty, well, I'm gonna have to call this one here. Thank you all very much for watching, and without further ado, I'm off.